myself Rahul. Today we are going to learn about how you can create pivot table using UiPath. So pivot table is a great feature with Excel which will help you to calculate or to create summary reports or to analyze different patterns or trends of your data. Right. So this is a great feature with Excel, and we are going to learn how you can use this feature in Excel using UiPath. Okay, so here I have created a list which is having a list of user stories, what is status of development for that particular user stories, and the status of the automations, right? So just consider, okay, you have prepared this document or this tracker, and your manager want to see the summary of the status, okay, like how many user stories already completed and for how many stories the automation is completed, right? So to understand the trend or to understand or analyze the data, your manager want a summary report. Okay, so how you can summarize it? Like summarizing in sense like how many user stories, for how many user stories the development is completed, and out of that what is the status of the automation, right? So we need to create a summary report. So I already created a summary report as well. So let's go to sheet 5. Okay, so this is one sample summary report. Okay, here you can see the development status, that is completed, in progress and not started, and this is the status of automation, right? And if you expand this completed, you can see these are the list of user stories, and here correspondingly you can see what is the automation status. Okay, so total 3 user stories are completed, development is completed, and out of that total 4 user stories are completed, and out of that 3 automation is completed and 1 is in progress, right? So like this way your manager will come to know this is the automation status, and if he need to follow up on some user stories for completion, he can do that, or if there is any blocker, he can help you out to achieve the target. Okay, like this way there can be different scenarios. Okay, just consider if you want to prepare a sales report, okay, for 1 year. So you want to know, like, for different products, what is the sale which has happened throughout the year. Okay, so what you can do here, as a column you can list down all the months like January, February, March, like that, and here you can list down the different products, and you can create a summary report if you have the data with you, right? So that is the purpose of a pivot table. So this pivot table will be helpful in most of the application if you are trying to generate some summary reports, if you are trying to do some analysis based on a list of data. Okay, so I will tell you how you can create this pivot table manually, and we can do the same method using UiPath. Okay, so let me delete this one. Okay, so those who are not sure like how to create the pivot table, what you can do is just click on this, or you can select the list of data that you want to use for creating the pivot table. Okay, here I'm going to choose this left bottom button, then go to insert. Okay, then here you can see the pivot table, click on pivot table. It will ask from the table and range, just select the from table and range. Okay, so this is the table and range. Okay, how you want to create the table? As a new worksheet I'm going to create, click on OK. Then here, like this way, you will get the pivot table. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to just arrange the data for preparing the summary table. Okay, so what should be the row? That is development status, and user story should be filtered out. So I'm adding the user story as a second row item. Then automation status should be the column, right? And what should be the count? The sum count of user stories, right? So this is our summary report. Okay, and if you click on this button, it will get minimized, and if you click on this, minimize, and even here you can do the filtering also, filtering based on the automation status. And if you click on this, here you can do the filtering based on development status. Okay, so I think this is very useful feature with Excel. So I will tell you how you can do the same thing using UiPath. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to use the same data, and we are going to create a pivot table in the summary sheet. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to use Excel file. Okay, so just select the file which we want to use. desktop demo. Okay, excel demo.xlss. Okay, that's it. Then what should be the next thing? We need to use pivot table activity. Okay, search for pivot, create a pivot table. Okay, here it will ask what should be the source. Okay, so what is the source? Just click on this Excel, indicate in Excel. It should be list. Okay, so this should be the source. Click on confirm. Okay, and what should be the table name? I'm going to create a table name like name of new, right? So I'm going to name it like a summary. And what should be the destination? Destination also we can choose, that should be inside a summary sheet, right? That's it. And here we need to choose the different fields. Okay, so pivot table field is something but like we need to arrange the rows and the column as well as what should be the total count, right? So what I'm going to do, add pivot, click on add pivot table, and what should be the field? Here I'm going to choose development status, and it should be a row, right? Then click on add pivot table. Then I'm going to choose user story as the second row, and I'm going to use automation status as the column. Okay, and click on add pivot field and select user story and choose value. Okay, so that's it. So we have arranged all the data. So development status should be the first row, and inside that we need to get the user story, same like what we can see here. Inside that we need to get the user story, and this should be the column. Automation status should be the column. So that is also done. User column, and user story count we need to get it. Okay, so I'm just selecting count. That's it. Let me execute this workflow. Okay, so that's it. Here in the summary table, summary sheet, you can see the new pivot table which got created with the UiPath automation. Okay, so that's it. Here, like this way, you can use the pivot table activity in UiPath to create different pivots. Okay, so what you need to do is you just need to arrange the fields based on your requirement. I hope you understood this concept and the usage of UiPath pivot table activity to create this kind of a summary reports. Okay, so if there is any confusion regarding this pivot table in Excel or the usage of pivot table with the UiPath, please do comment in the comment section. And if you find this video useful, please like the video, please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. So thanks for watching the video. Bye.